Our dog's posture is important for their health. I've designed the Posture Prep Cross-Fiber Groomer to use on your dog to help keep the dog's muscles healthy and supple in order to optimize posture. Cross-fiber grooming is pretty simple to do. The same direction that the dog's hair is growing is the direction that the muscle fibers are. So if we were to go ahead and just pet our dog and stroke them nicely, you can see, generally speaking, that's the direction that the fibers go. The way to use the cross-fiber groomer is to go across those fibers. Now, I'm just illustrating on the coat, but what we want to actually do is put pressure so we're actually moving the skin around so we can get to the deeper structures of the muscles and the other soft tissues of the tendons and ligaments. And then we're going to be able to affect the health and suppleness of those muscles to keep them healthy, to improve circulation, to improve lymphatic drainage. It stimulates acupressure points, and above all, it helps to reduce the compression and stress on the joints. In order for the whole body to function well for the dog, we want to make sure that the spine is functioning well. Lots of concerns with dogs such as the labs and many breeds is their hips. Now, when dogs are born with weak hips, we can't really change the hip joint so much, but we can help the overall function. And we do that by keeping the lumbar spine functioning well. So we need to keep these muscles nice and loose and supple so all these joints in the low back can work properly, so she can wiggle her hips nicely and she can use her hips nicely. If the lumbar spine gets locked up, it puts more stress and strain on the hips. Now, in order to massage her hips, see that coat runs down this direction, so we're going to go ahead and make sure we have enough gentle pressure to go in through the skin and get into the muscles and massage across all those muscle fibers to make sure they're nice and loose and there's nice even range of motion for the hip joint up into the pelvis, through her gluteals, into her lumbar spine, thoracic spine, to help to maintain overall function and reduce the stress and strain to the hip joints. So we want to make sure that the spinal muscles, thank you Daisy, are nice and supple, and they're integral to keep them symmetrical from the right to the left. So you want to make sure that you do focus on the spine and go from the right side to the left side, and then you can see she was a little flinchy there on this left side, and we want to make sure that things are symmetrical for her so her body and her spine stays in proper alignment. Where the shoulder ties in to the cervical spine to her neck, we want to keep that nice and loose so the hair runs this way. I'm going to go across like this and massage in nicely and contour right around her spine. We all get tight between our shoulder blades. The freer our shoulder blades can move, the better our spine moves between our shoulder blades. And then we actually have the shoulder muscle that, just like humans, dogs can get sore in their little rotator cuff muscles, and then they're not going to want to bend as well. So it's important to make sure that their shoulders, our muscles are nice and loose. Hers are a little tight, aren't they? That's why she's looking back there. Good girl. So I just lighten up a little bit and mark a little bit more back and forth to loosen up that fascia and loosen up the muscles for her. Good girl. Coming down into her elbow. Pretty tight there, isn't it? Good girl, Daisy. That's nice. There's just loosening up, huh? Good girl. We keep the muscles and the fascia happy. We're going to keep our joints happy. Healthy, happy joints helps our posture. Good posture will aid in longevity and the health of our dogs.